You think you've been through pain. You think you've seen suffering. Let me tell you a truth that will shatter every lie you've told yourself. You don't truly know pain until you've faced it alone. Until it's knocked you down and dared you to rise again. Look at yourself. Really? Look. Are you proud of who you are? Or are you hiding behind excuses, blaming the world for the change you forged with your own hands? Pain isn't your enemy. It's not the monster you should fear. It's the mirror. And what do you see in that mirror? A warrior? A fighter? Or someone who's given up before the battle even began? Don't lie to yourself. You've been running. Running from failure, from rejection, from the raw truth that life doesn't owe you anything. Do you know why they laugh at you? Because they don't believe you'll fight back. They think you'll stay down, that you'll accept the life handed to you without a word. But here's the thing about pain. It's not just a burden. It's an invitation to rise. So tell me, will you keep running, or will you face the storm head on? Because in the storm, you'll either break or you'll discover the strength that's been waiting inside you all along. The choice is yours. What will it be? They say failure is a part of life, but what they don't tell you is that failure is life. Every setback, every disappointment. It's not an interruption, it's the process. Yet, here you are, wishing it away, thinking, why me? Why now? But have you ever stopped to think, why not me? Let me ask you something. What are you so afraid of? Is it the pain of losing? The shame of falling short? Or is it the fear that you're not enough? That no matter how hard you try, you'll always be left behind? Never trying to be good, you will always fall. You're not alone in that fear. Every single person who's ever achieved greatness has stood where you are now, on the edge of despair, staring into the abyss. The difference? They didn't turn away. They stepped forward. They let the darkness consume them, knowing that on the other side was their transformation. But let's be real, it's not easy, is it? The sleepless nights, the weight of doubt pressing on your chest, the voice in your head that whispers, just quit. It's not worth it. You've heard that voice, haven't you? It's loud, it's relentless. But here's what you don't know. That voice is your greatest ally. You see, every time it tells you to quit, it's testing you. It's asking, how much do you want this? And your answer determines everything. Will you let the voice win, or will you prove it wrong? Let's talk about failure. You've been told it's something to avoid, something to fear. But here's the truth no one tells you. Failure is the foundation of success. Every mistake, every rejection, every moment you feel like giving up, it's carving you into something stronger. It's not the end of your journey. It's the training ground. Think about it. When does a sword become sharp? When it's beaten, hammered, and tested in fire. That's what life is doing to you. Every challenge, every hardship is another strike of the hammer. And yes, it hurts. But it's also shaping you into something unstoppable. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your tears, but it respects your fight. So fight. Fall if you must, but get back up again and again and again, because every fall is teaching you how to rise stronger. And one day, when they laugh, you'll laugh back, because you'll know something they don't. Pain doesn't break you. Admit. So stop running from your pain. Turn around and face it. Look it in the eye and say, do your worst. Because every time you confront it, every time you refuse to back down, you take one step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. You think you're weak? No. You're a warrior in training. And warriors don't quit. They don't run. They face the fire, knowing that on the other side is their transformation. This is your moment. Embrace it. You thought you'd break. You thought you'd quit. After everything you've been through, you were ready to throw in the towel, to say, it's over, I'm done. But then something happened. What? You stood up. You didn't quit. You didn't let the weight of the world pull you down into the darkness. You embraced it, and to the voice inside of your head did not speak. It embraced you. And in that moment, something shifted. Something inside you woke up. You stopped seeing your pain as the enemy, and started seeing it for what it really is. A tool, a weapon, a force that can be harnessed to propel you forward. You know what they say about rock bottom, right? That's where the foundation is laid. When you hit the ground, you don't stay there. You use it as leverage to rise up. And now you're standing taller than you ever have before, looking at the very obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. And you realize they're nothing. Look around you. The world is full of people who have quit. They gave up at the first sign of trouble. They believed their failures defined them. They believed that falling down meant they were weak, that they were failures. But you're different. You've learned the truth. Falling doesn't make you weak. Staying down does. The people who laugh at you, the ones who doubt you, the ones who said you couldn't, they're afraid. They're afraid of what happens when someone like you refuses to stay down. When someone like you looks pain in the face and says, you don't own me. This is where the real power lies, in the refusal to quit, no matter what. They told you it couldn't be done. They said you weren't enough. But look at you now. You're still standing. You've been forged in the fire, and you've come out stronger. Now you know the truth. The only thing standing between you and your success is your own fear of failure. Don't you see? This is where your power lies. In your darkest moment, in your most vulnerable place, you've found your true strength. And now that you know what you're capable of, nothing can stop you. The world doesn't stand a chance, because you've faced your demons. You've walked through the storm and came out the other side. And now, there's no turning back. You are not the person you were when you started. You're something greater, something stronger, something unstoppable. They laughed, they doubted, but they didn't see what you saw. They didn't feel the fire that burned inside you. And now, it's too late for them. The time has come. You have nothing left to prove to anyone but yourself. Now, go out and prove what you've known all along. You are unstoppable. Scream. You've done it. You've weathered the storm, stared into the abyss, and walked out with the strength they never saw coming. The darkness, you own it now. The fear, you wield it like a sword. What was once your weakness has become your power. You don't need the world to hand you anything anymore. The light you've been searching for, it's been inside you all along. The road ahead isn't easy. No one said it would be. But now, you walk it with a fire in your chest and the knowledge that you're not here to make excuses. You're here to make an impact. You've learned something most people will never understand. That success isn't given. It's earned. Through pain, through struggle, through getting back up, every single time life knocks you down. And you've earned it. Now, when they laugh, when they doubt, when they question your strength, it doesn't matter. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of. You've seen the truth of what lies beyond fear, beyond pain. And now, no one can stand in your way. You will rise, not because life is easy, but because you have the power to turn every hardship into fuel for your journey. This is your time, your moment to prove that you're not just another statistic. You're a force to be reckoned with. Go out there and claim what's yours. Because now, nothing, not failure, not fear, not doubt, can stop you. The world will tremble at your power. You've learned to embrace the darkness. Now, use it. The only limits are the ones you set for yourself. The fight is yours. The victory will be yours.